Hello everybody, this is Michael again from Toy Rewind, and welcome back to Motoring Monday. So still working on the name on that, but anyway, I thought this week we would kind of talk about some micro cars and micro machines and a few other things that I've got here. um, so micro machines, they come around in mid 80s, 87, 1987, and they were a big hit back then. So to find out more about micro machines, tune in our episode 10 on Toy Rewind, and all the histories there and what we talked about and everything. So I do have a few here to show, and I thought I'd show them. I got some new stuff, some old stuff, and some cool stuff. So let's get to it. All right. So as you can see in front of me, I've got all these here are micro machines. I've got a this is a 41's Willie. That's what this one here is. And it came out. It's got a copyright date of '89. I do have a little trailer here. I don't know what truck or whatever it came with. I think it actually held something on top that is broke off. So I just got this in a lot of micro cars that I just bought a whole just a group of them. So I didn't know what all was in there. So here is a stock car that I've got. I think it's a Thunderbird stock car, if I remember right. And then here, this one is a 1937 Chevrolet. That's what that one here is. Pretty cool little race car thing. And then these next five I bought in a 5-pack, so they're fresh out of the blister pack. So that is a 65 Mustang, and I can't hang on to them, they're too small. And this is a 1980s, 70s, 80s Firebird, Pontiac Firebird. This one here is a 57 Chevy Bel Air. So, and this one here is a 50s Thunderbird, probably a 55. And here is a Corvette convertible. It's a mid-50s Corvette. And those are the older micro machines that I got. Now, just a couple years ago, Hasbro brought out micro machines again. We talked about these on our episode 10, and I think we did a little toy box showcase as well with them. But my complaint about them then was when they first came out, re-released these, they're just generic cars. They didn't have any names. Now they look like, and I bought this set here, which was a supercar type set. They do look like supercars, but they didn't have official names to them. I think they have actually gone back through and got the licensing fees for these cars now, so they actually have their names. And one thing that's pretty cool with the newer micro machines, they with the 5-packs especially, they have this little diorama thing for the back, and you can hook it up to, if you could see, pull those off. You can hook it up to other sets and make your own little scene out of them. One thing we did discuss in episode 10 was micro machines was such a big deal in the 80s and early 90s that other companies wanted to come out with their own micro machines. So I have got a few here that, like I said, I bought a group not too long ago that was I thought they were all micro machines, but as I got to looking at them when I got them in, they had different brands. So a couple of these, here's one. It's a big name. It's a name brand. it is Road Champions, and it came with, here's one with the airplane. I don't know which jet number that is. It's a F-15 or 14 or whatever that is. I'll have to look it up. But anyway, so this is a Road Champ. One thing you could tell the difference is, let me see if I can zoom in and you can see. Let me get it in. If it will focus. And I think I get it upside down. So the on the base, you can tell that it is a Road Champ on there. It says Road Champs, and it has the copyright date on it. Whereas the Micro Machines have galoob on them, and most of the older Micro Machines, they have a little rivet in them. See a little rivet there, and the kind of the newer years or so have a little screw in them, so you can definitely tell. And even the new ones, the brand new ones that came out, have got screws in them as well. So whereas the Road Champs doesn't have that screw, it's just it's got a rivet in them as well. And here's another one I got in that set. I think it's a Mazda. That's what it looks like. A little Mazda, or a Toyota Celica or something. So let's zoom back out so we can see that car there. Nope, like I said, I can't hang on to these. They're small and they roll pretty good. So that is, I think it's maybe the Toyota, maybe an MR2. I'll have to look it up and see. I'll do that here later. But another thing, another group that came out was called Funrise. And we did mention those in our episode 10, and I did get 4 Funrise cars out of that little bag that I got. And this is a little race car, and they're kind of beaters. They're missing, this one's missing the wing, and I think it had a front wing on the front, but that's like a little Indy car looking one. Which is pretty cool. So that's a Funrise. That's not Micro Machine. And then here's another one, and these have little rivets as well. This is like another Mazda or Toyota, one of those little cars. So you can see it's a little bit, it's all plastic. They were made in China. There's no other markings on it. It just says Funrise, made in China. Let's see if we can zoom in on the base on that one as well. That way you guys can see. Maybe it's on the bottom part here. Let's see. Yeah, you can make it. I don't know if you can see it in the picture or not. But anyway, these are just a little cheap knockoff company that wanted to get in with on this big phenomenon with the micro cars. Here's another one. It's a little Datsun. It's a little gold Z. This one you can see the base a little better on it, where it says Funrise, or maybe not. Okay, so I'll quit playing with the in and out button. But anyway, that's a pretty cool little car. And they look like, I mean, they look like they're real counterparts, car counterparts. So they're just a little cheaper made Here's another little. It kind of looks like an RC car, little race car. So it's a fun rise as well. So like I said, everybody wanted to get into it, and the little front wing is kind of broken on this one too. So they were played with. And then one last one I have that came in that group. I don't know what brand this one is. It's just a kind of a dollar store type pack. It looks like one of those little Datsun or Mazda as well, but it doesn't have any other markings. It just says "Made in China" on the base. So it's one of those cheaper. Somebody just wanted to get in on the game and done it. So, but like I said, Galoob came back just recently, the past couple years, with their line of micro machines. And my main gripe I had when I reviewed these the first time was they weren't unlike the original ones here. They weren't licensed vehicles. They looked like licensed vehicles, but they didn't have the names to them. They just had just made up names that they came up with. But recently, the last year or so, they have actually got the license for these brands and everything. And I just picked up this little set here. Let's move these guys out of the way. And this is actually a Chevrolet. It's got a 2020 Chevrolet Silverado, and I have no idea what the off-road buggy. I just maybe it has one licensed vehicle and one unlicensed, one fantasy vehicle from Micro Machines. And they all have their own little collector number, I believe. I'll have to go back and look at all of them. But so I picked this up for the Silverado, and like I said, this is a 2020 Silverado. So we're going to open this up right here and go ahead and look at it. So here's the off-road buggy, and it's just a generic little dune buggy looking thing. It rolls pretty good for little bitty wheels. So, but like I said, it's just a generic buggy. Now here's the Silverado, and he's got shiny wheels on him. And the base has the number, like the newer ones have these have the number and all that kind of stuff on the bottom written in white. So I don't know what Jazzwares is. Maybe it's Silverado in another language. I don't know, but it's a GM. So but it's a pretty cool little pickup for my collection. It's a pickup. So I'm gonna add it because I collect Chevrolet trucks, so that's it. Another thing thing that came out a few years ago were these Jada Nano holiday rides, which I've got back here in the back, and they are there's all different kinds. I picked up the ones that I like, the Back to the Future set, which has the time machines from 1, 2, and 3. So you have the original DeLorean time machine, then you have the one that's hover mode, and then you have the other one that's kind of the train tracks one from the third one from the Western style. And then you have the Transformers, you know, the original ones. You have Starscream, the Bumblebee, and the Beetle, Volkswagen Beetle. And then you have Optimus Prime and the cab over. And then you have the movies Transformers. So you got Bumblebee and his Camaro. You've got Optimus Prime and his Western Star big rig. And then you have the 1977 Chevy Camaro Bumblebee as well. So you got two Bumblebees, the two different ones from the movie. And then I picked up the Batman one, which has the Classic Series Batmobile. There's the Bat Cycle and the Joker Mobile. So one thing we're going to do, let's look at this one. I actually picked up another set of this one. So let's open this one up real quick before we're done with the video and see what these guys look like loose. All right. And these are actually pretty heavy. I think they're all metal. Yeah, they're all metal. Base is metal. The body's metal. Let's see, on the bottom it has, let's see here, so we've got the Autobot logo, Jada Toys, and it's made in China. So I like how these are all, Jada does all die cast. They came out with some figures as well, comic book figures that were all die cast as well. So these guys are pretty cool. And then, and it says Hasbro on the base. They are, you know, Transformers for Hasbro. Oh, and I'm probably making you dizzy doing that. So I like this Camaro. It's pretty cool. It's all worn and everything. So, but these guys are heavy. The Jada ones, they're all metal. Pretty cool pieces. So I just thought I'd show some different variations of micro cars. And you have Micro Machines, you have Jada, you've got Funrise, you've got Road Champs, even some Hot Wheels have been made into micro cars. So there's been color changer Micro Machines. The Hot Wheels have also had Atomics, which were packed with some smaller, with the regular 1/64 scale cars. And you have Hot Wheels also had the color changers, the mini micro color changers. I don't know the official name, but anyway, so throughout the years there have been so many, and it lasted a lot longer than what Galoob wanted to do, and you know, they eventually were sold to Hasbro. Yeah, so it's a yeah, Hasbro. So they've been around. There's a lot of different ones. There's some pretty expensive ones. The original Micro Machines, it's tough to find them for a cheap price, because they go for some high dollars. They've had other sets. They've had like space sets, and there's Star Wars, and there's all different kinds of different micro cars out there. So anyway, so I thought I'd show that for our Motoring Monday. So this was episode 2 of Motoring Monday. I hope you enjoy it. If you do, let me know. If you don't, let me know. I'm working on a few other things where it'll get better. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching. And as we say on Toy Rewind, play on.